Vest times a wealthy family times Female Qiang times 1v1 sweet pet, cold and poisonous tongue top commander versus Abdominal black Abstinence first military region leader. On the surface, she is the frail young lady of the Yun family, a military and political aristocratic family in the capital. Behind the scenes, she is the commander of the highest level of the Dark Blade Special Operations Force in China. The first time we met, a bullet from him almost killed her on M continent. What does it mean to ask her to take a taxi back on her own, even if she had a black face throughout the entire journey when we met for the second time? Yunchi. With bulging veins, if he doesn't raise his ancestral tomb, he will be buried firmly, pounding the table. He is the leader of the first military region of China and also the second young master of the Fu family, a top wealthy family in the capital. At first sight, she was a strange woman who didn't even want to confess her real name to him, and then he realized that he owed her a lifetime that he couldn't repay. Fu Yanci. As long as it can make Madame calm down, there is nothing that cannot be raised about the ancestral tomb. Somebody, take the spade. Zhu Fun. Impotent and Furious, am I also a part of your couple's play? Chapter 1. Encirclement and Suppression. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. M Continent. California. Hope Group Building. This seemingly functioning financial and trading company is actually the most notorious transnational criminal group in M Continent. Organ trafficking, human flesh trading, drug trafficking. Countless lives are effortlessly erased here, and the happiness of countless families is easily ruined. At this moment, an inconspicuous black van was rushing towards, carrying a large cloud of sand and dust. The van slowly stopped at the foot of the building. The person in the driver's seat got off the car first, then ran to the front passenger door and welcomed a woman wearing sunglasses and a tight black leather skirt. Her hair was tied high, revealing a smooth forehead. Is this Luo Ji's daughter, Luo Manyao? In the building opposite the Hope Group building, a small group of people were secretly ambushed. One person was carefully observing the situation below with a telescope. Judging from their mouth shape, they were calling her Miss. At this moment, Luo Manyao had just removed his sunglasses from his nose bridge, revealing a pair of seductive and charming eyes. After coming to M Continent for so long, she is still not accustomed to the scorching sun here. In the back seat of the carriage, several men in black were getting off with 3 men wearing camouflage suits. Upon closer inspection, the clothes on their bodies could no longer be called camouflage clothes. The blood all over these 3 had already dyed the camouflage clothes dark red. These 3 people are members of the Chinese military. They were caught a few days ago, and today they have been tortured to the point where they are no longer human-like. Did they say anything? Luo Manyao frowned as he looked at the injuries on their bodies. Not a word vomited, the person beside replied. Romanciao looked at the 3 people with a smile on his lips, as if he was in a good mood. It's okay, with me, there's no skin that can't be peeled off, and there's no mouth that can't be opened. The people on the side couldn't laugh at all, only feeling a chill on their backs. They had seen the methods of the Romanciao. In the past, Luo Manyao may have been kind-hearted. Although she was the daughter of the head of the Luo family and the most hopeful person to inherit the top position of the Hope Group, she never took the initiative to intervene with anyone, and even turned a blind eye to internal struggles within the family. But just a year ago, Luo Jingyao, the daughter of their eldest brother Rosa, set a trap in the city of Fuyao, hoping to take the life of Luo Manyao. When Luo Jingyao returned, she proudly announced to everyone that she had witnessed Luo Manyao's burial at the fire. Surprisingly, the romantic line still came back alive. Just like a demon that has crawled out of hell again, the Romanciao is no longer as kind and pure as before. The first thing she did when she returned was to find Luo Jingyao, and in the dungeon, she used a knife to scrape Luo Jingyao clean one by one. Finally, she boiled her already bloody body thoroughly in boiling water. Someone witnessed with their own eyes that the next day, Romanyao brought a bowl of broth directly to Rosa's office. Rosa was furious and sought justice from Luo Ji. Luo Ji, citing internal struggle and fate, only punished Roman Yao with a full month's imprisonment. From then on, Rosa left the group with his wife and children, and he disappeared without a trace. Nausea. After hearing Gu Jiue's description, several members of the team felt a wave of nausea in their chests. Sure enough, a daughter born to someone like Luo Ji is not a good thing. Qi Yufeng lowered his voice and said, "Is their internal struggle so intense? It's either you die or I live, not afraid of fighting for good or bad." Jiang Wang felt a bit surprised. Whether it was Luo Manyao or Luo Jingyao, their hands were too heavy. Is this really a reasonable family struggle? You're worried about the problem that Luo Ji doesn't even care about. Gu Jiue replied unhappily, "It's just right to die. If you die one more, you'll save me an extra bullet." Their mission this time is to capture Roger, collect criminal evidence from the Hope Group, and rescue trapped teammates. They are the advance troops, and the support troops are ambushing less than a street away from them. Gu Jiue still held a telescope and kept an eye on the movements of the people getting on and off the van. They're going in, are they going to fight or not? He looked at a man holding a sniper rifle, whose eyebrows and eyes were hidden under the dust-proof mirror, revealing only a thin lip and a cold jawline. The red heart of Fu Yanci's lens is aimed at the position of the heart of the Roman line. Time. Qi Yufeng lifted the other hand with a watch and said, "It's exactly 11:50. Romance Yao sensed that someone seemed to be looking at him from behind, and turned his head to look at the opposite building. Shio. The sound of bullets piercing through the air, there was no time to dodge, and a bullet hit the chest. Gan Lin Myung. Romance lines cursed loudly in their hearts. There was an attack. Dodge. The people around quickly reacted, pulling the prisoners and Luo Manyao to quickly escape into the building. During this process, Fu Yanci led a team to defeat most of the people brought by Luo Manyao, but in the end, because they were too close to the entrance of the building, they still let the other few people help Luo Manyao escape into the building. Signal, Fu Yanci turned around and put away his sniper rifle, "Take action." The romance line covered the trickling blood on her chest and pulled out the talisman that had originally hung on her chest. It was a gift from her father when she was born, and now it was soaked in blood. The silver metal inside had also been shattered into two pieces. If it weren't for it, the romance line's chest would have turned into a big hole. This encirclement campaign against the Hope Group and its accomplices has finally officially begun. Chapter 2. Oh, accompanying burial failure. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 3. Dark Blade Special Forces. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 4. Past Events of the Yun Family. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 5. Obtaining Everything Without Effort. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. What is the relationship between dating and revenge in Chapter 6? You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 7. Beauty is pursuit, eating is blessing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 8. I want you to compensate for my birthday. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 9. Side Effects of Medications. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 10. Two Evil Gods. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text.